All right. Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, Divines. All right, we did get a storm coming through. So if the internet's jumping, I do apologize. We are definitely live. All right. Make sure the lighting is good. So it's been a minute since I went live. I've been so booked with client counsel as well as readings. So I just haven't been able to get to live readings or readings uploads. But I guess for you guys, and if you're on my Facebook, y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Facebook because when I'm not on YouTube, I'm definitely on Facebook doing free readings, free card pulls, and so on and so forth. Or it's Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. I am still working on getting my website going. So let me give some more people some time to get on. It just like started raining, so like I said, the internet probably might jump a little bit. But I do apologize for that. But we're definitely doing a reading on a divine masculine and karmic update. We're gonna tap in and see what's going on with those in separation with their partner and their partners with karmic partners. Just want y'all to understand for those who are karmic partners are just lessons the masculines or feminines must learn. The reason why they must learn it, they don't have to learn it because you could just teach yourself, be self motivated, self taught, self influenced. But since they cannot seem to do it on their own, they go into relationships like with karmic partners, you know, and toxic connections and toxic family members that give them that tough love. You as a divine partner who had that soul recognition, that eye to eye contact, and that deep soul connection that just won't go nowhere. You're the chosen one. It's just that they have not yet chosen themselves. They have to actually choose themselves in order to choose you. As long as they don't choose themselves, they won't choose you. Okay, that's just a physical choice, but will not let up. Their souls will not let up on you. It will constantly keep giving you, and I'm not talking to karmic partners. I just thought you know, explain this. Let me put some more light on. Give some more people some time to get on. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, support the channel, support the truth. We are bringing in a new world. And in the new world, the information will be completely different. It will be similar, but it will be different, okay? Because of the simple fact that the truth is coming back, okay? The truth is coming back. And living in the dark times, we've been living in a world full of lies. So let me be careful what I'm saying, but I hope you guys could use your intuition to fill in the blanks. So we're definitely going to tap into this karmic relationship, see what's going on with these connections, these karmic connections, okay? It could be 3, 4, or 5 connections pulling in, whatever spirit decides to let flow. So if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, do not take it personal, okay? If your soul says this is not message for you, then you do exactly what your soul said and you move forward. If it resonates with you, you're more than welcome to stick around and listen to the rest of the video. I do accept donations, so if you want to send a donation, my Cashapp and PayPal is in the description as well as the chat. And I will be trying to come on here more often. I do have my family, my son, my daughter, and dealing with the masculine every once in a while. So it's been completely busy as well as clientele. It's been really, really busy, y'all. Due to the frequency, it's been like shifting. A lot of people have been coming into union, and then some of them come into union sooner and they don't know what to do. So it's just a lot. So we're gonna tap into this masculine and karmic energy and see what's going on. What's the update? What's the status spirit on the connection? All right, so you got the High Priestess of Water. Starting off, High Priestess of Water. All right. Masculine's been just like with the karmic, masculine has been dealing with the fact of just going with the flow, dealing with this karmic energy, okay? So this karmic could have pretty much played a role, okay? She's not of spirit, she's just of water. Just someone to go with the flow with, okay? Masculine was just dealing with karmic or is dealing with karmic because it's just something to go with the flow. Somebody to talk to, somebody to communicate with on the physical aspect of the body, okay? So maybe if they communicated with the karmic, it's almost like I need to speak, but I'm going to speak it to the karmic. So the high priestess of water, it's just the feminine, going with the flow of the feminine. So most likely if they're with the feminine karmic, okay, they're telling their secrets too. Okay, they're keeping, they're just going with the flow. If it's a good day, it's a good day. If it's a bad day, it's a bad day. So they're just going with the flow of the karmic. All right, so you got differences, okay, but you definitely know that between them two, they got differences. They got different paths, okay. His communicating with the karmic energy is causing him to feel different about it. So it's like if he's talked to the karmic and was like, hey, you know, there needs to be like God involved, but the karmic is like, I'm not really a believer in God. I'm not really a believer. See, this is where it comes the issue with divine feminines being in their divine power and then karmics not understanding, because divine feminine needs to be in his or her feminine power because of the simple fact that you will make yourself stand out, okay. So if the karmic is not a believer in the spirit or in the divine or in true twin flame connection, the karmic would not understand what a masculine is talking about. So if the masculine ran to the karmic and was like, hey, I'm having these dreams and there's a woman inside my mind and I just can't get her out. Karmic was just like, oh, that's me. You don't know what you don't, that's me. But he was like, well, how come you're not acting the same way that this woman in my dreams keep acting like? And the karmic is just like thinking about, if the karmic knows of you, that they're definitely thinking and knowing that there's another woman out there that holds his heart. So the differences between you and this feminine is that the karmic is of water and is of just going with the flow, and the feminine is just like of spirit, okay? And it's like he tries to go with the flow with it, but he can see the differences that's going on between the two. He can see the difference. He who carries a masculine energy, okay? So you got the grave, okay? He can see the difference that's going on between the two. It's not looking too good. So them being in a relationship, okay, because some of them are still in a karmic connection where they're still dealing with, if they're not committed, they most likely are still fucking around, okay? So what's happening is coming to an end. This is like, it's fading. So as the new world come in and the truth is coming, it starts to naturally expose their differences. Okay, so going with the flow of what the comic was doing was fun before, but it's not fun anymore. Okay, the differences are being shown. They both being shown the differences of their connection. One is a believer and one is not. So if the masculine, and vice versa, the feminine is masculine, if they're just trying to change their lives, they're starting to see like, wait a minute, that was like maybe karmic is you know, maybe karmic has switched roles as far as the behaviors. Okay, their behaviors are starting to turn off the divine masculines. Okay, it's really causing a big ruckus between the two. Okay, so they're getting into arguments, they're getting into fights right now. It's not looking too good because you got the grave. So their differences is being pulled to the forefront. It's like no more going with the flow of this shit. Like it's like they're getting tired of it. If they haven't spoken, if they haven't spoken it 100%, they will. Okay, a lot of blue in this card here. They will definitely speak how they feel, and maybe the comic is just laughing it off or whatever, just ignoring it. Just like whatever, I don't care. You want to go have sex, or you want to go get high, or you want to go drink, or you want to go party, you want to go do shit. And then like the comic is like, let's do that. And then the masculine is like, what, I really want to just sit down and take a look at who I truly am. And it's like the comic is like, I don't like this side of you, masculine. I just want to party and have fun. And if they're married, same shit. They could be married, they could have children, it don't matter. They could just be like, I want to go and explore life and have fun. But you want to learn, you want to this masculine wants to start doing spiritual work. Okay? He's It's like turning the masculine completely off the way the behavior of the karmic is doing. It's like turning them off. It's like I thought you was somebody special, you know, especially those who have met their partner and they're dealing with this triangulation of karmic frequency. It's all coming out to the forefront. The real versus the fake is starting to expose itself. And it's starting to be like, well, my divine feminine was talking about spirit, God, and Christianity, and so on, whatever the heck they worship. They were talking about spirit, most likely, twin flames, most likely high levels of love. And it's like the masculine wants that high level of love. So he's like, well, this here keeping me grounded was not what I expected it to be. Okay, because you guys met, some of y'all might have been together off and on for about 5-6 years. Okay, 5 or 6 years now. Coming into, it's like growing up. Okay, so you got the gray card. It's not looking too good. So you got trapped. Okay, masculine's feeling trapped. All right, not looking too good. Masculine's feeling trapped. Some of them might be married and trapped into this bondage where this karmic is feeling like the karmic wants to, and some of y'all may say, well, what about the karmic? Doesn't she feel trapped? Sometimes they do feel trapped. Okay, but we're talking about the masculine and the karmic update. Okay, they're both trapped according to karmic energy. They both trapped in their lessons until they actually learn who they are. But it's like one of them have to really realize, really get that wake up call in order to set themselves free. They're both feeling like whatever. They both like feeling that separation, and some of them are gonna come into that separation because one of them's gonna actually ascend. Okay, so it's if the karmic's gonna ascend first, or is if the masculine, or they both just might. Because if one is turned off, the other one starts to feel it. The other one wants to go and seek out another relationship. But the goal is not to seek anything. Is to just understand that it's over, and you don't need to run and jump into another situation. You need to start focusing on yourself. All right, so their differences is definitely pulling them apart. It's most likely maybe the karmic is feeling like she had enough of the masculine. Okay, maybe the karmic is telling the masculine he needs to go. Okay, could be that, because she could be stepping into her masculine side. Okay, because they're both karmics in this situation. Divine masculine is a karmic in a karmic relationship, so they're both karmics. So maybe both of them are in their masculine frequency, or both of them are in their feminine frequency, and it's not twining together. Okay, whatever's happening, that feminine energy is pulling through, and it's just not working out. It's like two females that feel like, nah, I'm not like, the argument is happening a lot. The complaining is happening a lot. It's their differences. It's like they're starting to see the truth about each other. It's really pulling them apart. Okay. It's really going to cause that ending, only because they feel like it's coming to an end. Like they feel trapped. Okay. So they're both feeling the same way. Okay, one of them was like, well, let's try to keep this. And in the back of the masculine's head and in the back of the karmic's head, they feel like they could be with somebody else. The masculine's already met his divine feminine. He could be in the back of his head like, I could just be with someone else. I could be with my feminine because my feminine is more on this side of belief. Okay, and my karmic is not. They just want to party and play. All right, what else, Spirit? All right, yeah. This is the High Priestess of Fire. Okay, it's definitely the karmic feeling like she's just had enough. Okay, she's had enough. Had enough of playing a role of someone else. Had enough of trying to be someone else. Okay, she's really tapping into that. Okay, so it's definitely a feminine who's definitely getting tired of the masculine. A lot of feminine energy pulling through here. Okay, she's speaking her truth about how she truly feels, and it could be the masculine trying to hold on to the illusion. Okay, holding on to the illusion, but they both having this situation where they just had enough. Okay, that she can't play this role much longer. She doesn't really like it. She feels like the masculine has changed The masculine needs to just, or whatever, just, all right, just go where you want to be, go where you're happy at. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. So you got reminder. Okay. So Spirit is triggering them both. Spirit is triggering the masculine to wake up. Like, you guys are not made for each other. All right. You, whatever persona you thought you had, whatever ideology, whatever you idolize with each other is coming to an end. So their idolizing of each other is coming to an end. That love bombing phase between them two is coming to an end. If they've been married for years and that that dream was just like once beautiful is no longer, they are going their own separate ways. They're getting ready to go their own separate ways. And they're being reminded by Spirit, okay? They're being reminded by their actions. They're being reminded by their behaviors that this shit is a wrap. Okay, we it used to be fun. It was fun before, but now it's not. Now it's not fun anymore. So masculine's being reminded of his place, as well as feminine karmic is being reminded of her place. And she's, like I said, she wants to go and live her life now. Okay, let's see what else. She's going through her own trials and tribulations. The moon. Okay, Spirit is definitely kicking in. The intuition, divine, is definitely reminding these two, because even though they're in a karmic situation, Spirit will always have a part to play. God will always play a part. Like, what you do in the dark will always come to the light. And what's happening is all this that they're done in the dark is coming to the light. They learned a lesson, or maybe a few lessons, and now it's time to move forward to other life lessons if they need so. Okay, but it's definitely the intuition that's kicking in and telling them, hey, look, this is over. Okay, their alter egos are starting to align with their intuition. And once the alter ego starts to align with their intuition, which is the soul and the body start to align, they realize they don't have the same things in common. They realize, no, you like fishing, I don't, I like dancing. Or you like drinking, I don't, I like smoking cigarettes. You like having children, and I don't, I want to party. Stuff like that. Okay? So they're coming to that understanding, like waking up and realizing that, okay, if they haven't said it to each other yet, most likely it's going to get there. Okay? It's really kicking their ass right now. Intuition is really getting them, exposing them both. Okay? Okay, you got playful. Okay? Exposing them both. Playtime is over. Spirit said playtime is over. Intuition is kicking in. The real world is that fantasy shit that they was on, that illusion, that wave that they was on. That, oh, this is my king and this is my queen wave for some, and it's happening it's happening now, okay, or it's to come. Whatever's happening, that wave is done. That playful shit is done. Okay, reality kicked in on both ends. Reality kicked in. No more games. All right. It was like I felt trapped when I was with you. I felt like I was in prison in my mind when I was with you. And this is what they're both saying to each other in many different ways. When they argue, they talk about how they could be happy with someone else. When they argue, they talk about their differences. I don't like the way you snack, or I don't like the way you walk, or I don't like the way you dress. I don't like they're nicking at each other. It's like they're picking at each other. Okay? Let's see what else, Spirit. Loyalty. Okay? No loyalty is not enough. Clarifying both. Games are over. Okay? They felt the loyalty is fading. It's fading. It's no longer fun. Okay? They're no longer having fun. Their loyalty is going. It's fading. Because they're just done. So feminine is being reminded, as well as masculine, because the masculine, when he's dealing with karmic, he's not in his full masculine frequency. He's in the feminine frequency, where he become codependent on his karmic frequency, his karmic feminine. Okay, karmic is a masculine when she's running from her true self. Okay, so it's like a lot of bouncing back and forth to feminine and masculine energy with the two of them. Okay, it's a war between the two, good versus evil, kind of, which is what's gonna happen anyway, because that's what they need in order to trigger them to awaken. Some of them break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up. Okay, but they're learning, like, this is not it. Okay, they're feeling trapped into the cycle, and it's really pissing them off. Okay, they're being reminded day in and day out that fire has been lit underneath their ass, not in their soul. It's been lit underneath the ass, and now they're ready to go. Okay, they're being reminded by spirit every other day, every day, that they don't belong together. Okay, they're being reminded every day that they don't belong together, and spirit's not going to let up. When spirit says this is it, this is it. All right, you learn your lesson. Let's go. What did you learn? Well, I learned that, she's not who I thought she was, or he's not who I thought he was. So it's like they're exposing themselves. Playtime is over. Loyalty is gone. Okay, there could have been some cheating going on there. Feminine could have cheated. Feminine karmic could have cheated on the masculine. Vice versa, the masculine could have cheated, or they both could have cheated on each other, and they just said, you know what, it's it. It's it before we really hurt each other. Okay, they're nicking at each other, and this is why the universe. I wouldn't say a lot happened. They do this to themselves. The masculine and and the karmic, they do this shit to themselves. Okay, they hurt themselves because they need this tough love to trigger them. They're gonna have to. They took another route. They're gonna have to reroute and take another detour. And the detour they just so happen to be with a karmic, and it's hurting them. It's like, damn, I really thought you was a loyal person. I really thought that you was a worthy person. I thought you was cool. We was that love bombing shit is really done. All right, the love bombing phase is over, and they're about to go their separate ways. So if this resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. I'm not gonna make it too long. Okay. If you want to book a personal reading, all the information is in my description box for my pricing and everything you need to know. For those on YouTube, you can email me. Okay. For those on Facebook and Instagram, you can inbox me. Okay. Peace and blessings to you all. Peace.